Welcome, everyone. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coach. Wildcats offense comes on the field to open this game. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Dropping back. It's Fafita. Pressure is coming. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's McMillan. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. Tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense gets a second chance at points here after that special teams roughing penalty. Caught quickly. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. Going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Got a great matchup today, Kirk, of elite corners. They put these guys on islands, and they believe they can shut down anybody across from them.
If you're going to have a great defense right now in college football, you better be able to cover on the outside. And these two teams happen to have two of the top corners in the game. How much fun is this going to be to watch these guys today?
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit.
Second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Howard. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaks loose at the 40. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He'll give it to the running back. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to throw. It's Howard. Catch made on the sidelines. They'll move the sticks. It's a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
The key on a third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Grab behind the line. It's Zabuka. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Scott. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
That run sets up a critical third down play. To throw, it's Fifita. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And here's the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Here's the 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Fafita. Tries to get it to the running back. Pass caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, a quarterback's best friend is a big target on third down. Nice job of finding the tight end and that big target, and he picks up the first down.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Getting set. Here's second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Abuka. Makes the ground, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, it's Howard. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Short throw complete to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
A completion sets up a second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Or just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. To throw, it's Howard. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. A completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Judkins. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They'll give it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Howard. Defense is coming after him. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll give it to the back. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking downfield. It's Fafita. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Man, on your own side, the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, they blocked it. Not a great punt here. Looks like the pressure affected him.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
The sure hands. It's Patterson. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Second down after that short completion. They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that puts them back on top.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner choosing to field this one. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Grab behind the line, it's Sabuka. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Caught behind the line. It's Ibuka.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Receiver makes the catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Catch is made down the middle. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. When you think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years, go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s, and of course most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. We're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive. A little more urgency. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this 3rd down. Throwing for his running back. Finds his target, and it's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. QB to the tight end for a completion. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
First down and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Back to throw. It's Howard.
Really aggressive call here by the offensive coordinator. The quarterback very fortunate to get out of his own end zone and avoid taking a safety.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? On the run, it's Henderson. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the ball is away from inside the 10. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Arizona. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. Unrelenting, they've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Finds room at the 30. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find some room. It's Judkins. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on first and 10.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the back gets the football. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Running back with the football. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Not going to be here, backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Throws to the tight end. And it's complete downfield. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see would anybody come up with it once it was in the air.
And the runner takes off to his right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but it gives him a chance.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they jump back in front.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. It's a starter on the next drive. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker. So let's check out that. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Off the play fake on first down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
So second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And now the defense able to bring him down. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To the air, it's Fafita. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here,
He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Now the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. 2nd down after that previous play. A handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
Boy, 2nd and forever. Everyone in this stadium's expecting a pass, but instead they run the ball for big yards. And I'll tell you what they've done, Chris. They've given themselves a chance, a real chance here now on 3rd down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And here comes a deep shot. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Pass incomplete, so here comes the punt team. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays in 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
To the air, it's Howard. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Play action here on 1st down. Snags a quick throw. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after the completion. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Catch made over the middle. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. And he drops back in the gun. It's an out route, the catch made. Only goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the 1st down.
The key here, Chris,
is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, they actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Arizona now operating in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Got space, looking to score. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll take the lead with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On the option, it's Howard. Keeps it on the read option and gets taken down behind the line.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
There's the handoff.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Scanning the field. It's Fafita. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Punt team making their way on the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Trying to find room. It's Judkins. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up. Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3 and out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
First down. Looking to throw the football. The short completion of the tight end. And the tackle is made. Has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the 4th quarter. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Looking for the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Punt team ready to boot it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to throw it on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Howard. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And they hand it off to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with the screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Back to pass. It's Fafita. The pass rush closing in. It's a short completion at the big tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On first down, it's play action. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
It's a shotgun run call. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff again. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This offense faces a second and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking for some space. It's Henderson. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Back to throw. It's Howard. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump in front here in the 4th. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
The PAT is important to make it a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Again, makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
To throw, it's Fafita. Quick throw to his receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here's the 2nd down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they really force this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. It's a quarterback keeper. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's swarmed by the defense.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Receiver in motion now. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pump over the middle. It's Smith.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Buckeyes line up with a first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring it down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Howard. and it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Here's the point after attempt. An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. With the catch, it's Patterson. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
If you call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Patterson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
No huddle now for the offense. Dropping back. It's Fifita. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions.